Hey, what's up, everyone? Starting a little early. Let's see who's all here. JXN, Lady Venus, Emmeline, Sarah, Daisy, Bullion, Shansley. I'm so bad at names, you guys. Lizzie, Anne, Ring Around the Rosie. Let's see, Kristen, Ego Beats. Lady says, when are we going to have a members only live chat? I did one a few weeks ago, but we'll do another one soon, I promise. Probably like maybe after Christmas, because I know this coming week's going to be really hectic for me. But after Christmas, we'll do another one. Catherine, Monica, Plainview, Sienna, Emmeline, Romy, Aurora, Angelina, Julie, Jennifer, Jamie, Justine, Skylar, Alexi, Flawless, Kate, Sir, Madison, Madison C. Hey, everyone. I know I'm missing a bunch of people, but hey, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone's good. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys are ready for Christmas. I'm ready for Christmas. So, this live stream is just going to be like really, really chill. I don't have really anything to talk about because I've been so focused on the video and getting the video up. I don't really know what's going on with everything. So this is just going to be like a live chat. I'm just going to talk to you guys, answer any questions you got. I want to, first of all, thank you guys for all the love on the video because I am like blown away by how many views that this video has already. It was posted 2 days ago. Let me put it up real fast. Let's see here. It was posted 2 days ago and it already has 156,000 views. That's like amazing. So amazing. So thank you so much for sharing the video, for all the love on it. The comments are so positive on it. I really, really appreciate it, like a lot. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the video. This video was probably the hardest video that I've ever put together. It was extremely difficult to piece together because there's so many videos that weren't even, because like Trisha has like a what do you call it, like an archive where all of her old videos that she deleted, they're all on this archive, but like I couldn't find any of the videos with Sean on that archive, and because she deleted so many videos in such a short period of time, it was extremely hard to find them, find the dates, piece everything together. So the video was really difficult. And like the Jason section, there's so much content on their relationship. That was another thing that was extremely hard for me to piece together as well, because there's just so much content. So again, I really, really appreciate the love on this video. I worked really hard on it. I'm really, really glad that you guys all enjoyed it. And I really appreciate your patience on getting it to come out and all that stuff. I know it took a long, long time to get it posted, but I really, really appreciate it. There's a ton of comments that I'm missing that are coming in. So I really, really just wanted to thank you guys because it means a lot to me that you guys like the video. And thank you so much for over 50,000 subscribers. That's crazy to me too. It's crazy how much my channel has blown up in the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. You know, I was like at 7,000 subscribers and I started the series and my channel just like blew up overnight. So I really, really appreciate just all the love that you guys give to me. And, you know, I it's just crazy. It's crazy to me. I never thought in a million years. I know I say that a lot, but I'm just extremely grateful for everything that you guys do for my channel. So, let's see here. But there's been a lot going on, and it's just crazy. And I seen all the drama with Trisha and Ethan and all that stuff going on. It's just a lot happening in the last like 48 hours since the video dropped. Thank you, Elle. I really appreciate that. Great job, and thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for your super chat. Yes, Madison, you have been here since KJ. Yeah, I have a lot of people that's been here since KJ. The Dark Magician is one of them. I really appreciate you guys that have been here for a long, long time. Really appreciate it. Um, I love you too, Spacey Cowboy. I love you too. Great job on the video. Really glad you didn't quit. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't quit either. I know there was like a minute there where I was just like really stressed out. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I kind of just threw in the towel for a minute, but I'm glad I didn't quit either. And it's not going to happen again. So I had my moment. I had my moment. So let's see. Um, let's see. You and Ethan are the only people holding her accountable. I saw that Ethan, like, I think he edited out like the stuff that he said. I didn't even get to watch the podcast. I saw his TikTok, and then I saw the video from Trisha, and then the video from Trisha got taken down. And then I know he talked about her in the podcast, but I think it got erased. And I haven't gotten around to watching any of that yet. So I don't know really what's going on with that, but I think he erased the part that he was talking about her. I don't know why, but it seems like there's stuff going on that we don't know about. Thank you, Madison. I am feeling a lot better. Me and my daughter are back to our normal selves. We're back to work and school, and yeah, we got hit with COVID. I don't know, probably like how long has it been? Like a month ago at this point, 3-4 weeks ago, something like that. But yeah, we're back to our normal selves. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope so many book you to edit their videos. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love to edit. That's why I started YouTube. Is I really like to edit. And I used to edit for my daughter's channel when she would upload a lot of videos onto YouTube. So like I already knew how to edit when I started the channel, and that's like one of the main things I like to do is edit, and I like to research, and I like to put stuff together. So I'm glad you guys like the editing. What's my opinion on feet? On what? Feet? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Explain a little more and I'll answer your question. Hopefully I'll see it. Thank you, Dondi. Thank you. Oh, it's Esther. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I know it's been so long since I've streamed you guys. I'm so glad you haven't given up on this very well done video. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know some of her fans, I know her fans like are really mad at me. I had one like cuss me out. I said thank you on Trishy Land because they like penned my video on the subreddit, and like somebody replied to me and they were like cussing me out. But I know like I make her fans really mad because I just showed the truth of what I feel like a lot of people just none of the stuff's been really well covered online. And that's one thing I found when I was like researching Trisha and Sean. There's like no videos about the relationship. There's some drama videos like towards like the big breakup. I found like a few drama videos on that. But outside of that, there's just really nothing documenting it. And I found a channel that had just pieced a bunch of clips together showing the truth of it. I showed it in the video, and the channel only had like 9,000 views on it. So there's not really that much coverage showing the full truth of the relationship. So I just feel like a lot of this just hasn't been like talked about at all. And from the comments and from what I've seen from people, like people are like, well, back when I watched her when she was with Sean, I believed her that he was really toxic to her. And then looking at the full picture, they're like, she was awful to him. So, but yeah. Thank you, Tatum. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Happy holidays to you too, Hunter. I didn't see you were doing a live chat till now. I haven't watched the new episode yet because I'm waiting till I have time to watch it without distractions. Yeah, it's almost 3 hours long, so, there are chapters on the video for, like, each story because it's, like, 5 stories in one video, that's why it's so long. So you can skip around and come back to it later. It's pretty easy to, like, kinda cut off at a story and then come back later. Is it possible for you to do a one-on-one interview with Sean Vanderwelt? I don't know. I've never talked to Sean before. He did leave a couple comments in my comment section, so I'm glad that he likes the video and he's happy with it. And I'm glad like the truth's out there because I just don't think a lot of people knew the full history of the whole thing, you know. But I'm not gonna bother him to do anything. Thank you. Happy belated birthday to my daughter. Thank you. She had a good birthday. She had like 3 friends come over, 2 of them stayed the night. We were going bowling, we went bowling, and yeah, she had a really good birthday. Cake and ice cream and all that stuff, so I appreciate that. Big 12 years old, man. 12 years old. She's gonna be 13 next year, in her teens. It's unbelievable how fast they grow. Um, thank you. I know it took a lot out of you. We appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, you love feet, and you would love it if I would comment on Trisha's feet. I don't really have any I don't really have any comments on Trisha's feet. I don't pay attention to her feet. I'm sorry. Um, you missed the photo of Moses with an abused arm from getting hit by Trisha. No, I put that in the video. It's in the video. It's in the Moses section, and I showed the picture of it. There's a lot of stuff that didn't make the cut in that video. Like, a lot of people were asking, like, why I didn't do, like, Roger Bart. Because honestly, I didn't look into Roger Bart. And I couldn't really find anything on that relationship, but I didn't really look deep into it. It started out, it was just going to be a video about Jason and Moses only. And then when I looked into the Sean situation, that's when I decided to put Sean into the video. And then I had watched that, what's it called? My worst boyfriend ever video. I don't know, probably months and months ago. And I decided to put that in there at the last minute with the Avi stuff. So, not every single boyfriend was included in the video, because the video was getting way too long, and there was a lot of stuff that I had planned for the video, but I didn't end up putting in there, like on the Moses section. There was some stuff that I didn't put in there. So I know the video's not there's probably some stuff that I did miss, but I tried to be as thorough as I possibly could with it and make sure I just showed like how severe the stuff that has been going on between her and her boyfriends has been. Um, but I know I did. There is some stuff that I am missing. Do you think Trisha is smart enough to give an easily disprovable mental illness and a backstory because she knows she'll get attention for lying? It just seems too easy. I think she does use mental health a lot as a shield. I think that's why there's so much that she has put online about her mental health. I mean, like there was the whole DID thing. There was the whole schizophrenia thing. I feel like the schizophrenia thing was brought up in the height of everything just to kind of get more sympathy from people. I never really believed that from the beginning just because there was like contradictions that I just saw from the get-go on it. Um, but I think she uses it as a shield all the time. And I think that's why she's constantly telling the internet, she thinks she has this, this, and this. And I just don't think she properly gets treated, if that makes sense. Hold on. I don't want to make that. There was a super chat and I don't want it to disappear. Where'd it go? Kate, I can't. It's at the top, Kate. Kate Kennedy, can you make a video on how weird the relationship is between Trisha and her sister and her mom is? I haven't looked really deep into their whole relationship, um, outside of like her growing up. But I mean, if there's something that's there, yeah, I could probably put it in an upcoming episode. I know I'm not gonna be able to, like, cover every single little thing about Trisha, because I really just want there's going to be, like I plan on 2 more videos at most, 1 or 2. There's probably gonna be 2 because there's just so much stuff to cover, with it, so but we'll see. Thank you so much for your super chat, I really appreciate that. JB, great job, happy belated birthday to your daughter. Thank you so much, JB, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. What is your honest opinion of Trishy Land? Um, I know that they were well, when they when they were frenemies too, I think it was frenemies 2 before it was Trishy Land. I had, like, literally just discovered the frenemies 2 subreddit, and then like, the whole thing disappeared, and then they created the Trishy Land. I think they're really good at, like, getting receipts and gathering information and stuff like that. I'm not, like, on it all the time, but I think they do gather a lot of information on Trisha. That's my honest opinion. And thank you so much for your super chat. What happened to Jason made me cry. Yeah, it's sad. It's really, really sad what happened. It's sad because there was just a lot of blaming of him over the past year, and everybody just thought she was this ultimate victim and he was just this horrible person to her. And I've said this before, and I said it in the video. You know, he did make mistakes with jokes and being insensitive at times, but it just doesn't compare to the abuse. And when I hear people say, let's not forget like, there was a few comments on the video that said, don't forget about the awful things that Jason did. I hate that he's being painted as this victim. And it's like, you're minimizing like the abuse he went through. And it's just really insulting to people that have actually been through physical abuse and mental abuse, because it's something that's so damaging to a person, and which is why this video was really important to me as well, because I've been through it, and it's something that's so horrible, and it changes you as a person, because I'm never going to be the person that I was before I was in an abusive relationship, and it sucks really bad. And you have to work on yourself a lot once you get out of it, because there's so much emotional manipulation. And in my opinion, I think emotional manipulation, mental abuse, that sort of thing is so much worse than physical, because, like, the bruises fade, but the mental part of it, it stays with you for a really, really long time. And I feel like people needed to know, what actually happened in that, because a very common thing with abusers is they will blame the victim for anything bad that happens. And it's a common thing in abusive relationships. It doesn't matter what occurs or anything. They blame the victim for everything. And that's what I saw when she was on Frenemies. Um Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you, Dancing. I appreciate that. Basil says, I wish she would face the consequences, but YouTube lets her get away with everything. One thing that bothered me, I mean, because you say that, one thing that bothered me is like when I was doing the Sean segment and seeing all the videos of her just slander him. And I mean, she had millions of subscribers at that point, and the video after video after video, and knowing that her fans want to protect her. And I feel like it was manipulation to them too. it just blows my mind how that can happen on YouTube, just the amount of videos and everything else. I cannot even imagine what he went through, you know? Um, yes, there'll be 1 or 2 more episodes, and then I'll be done with Trisha. Yeah. Um, no, there hasn't been anything that's happened to the video up to this point, not yet. So, fingers crossed nothing happens. The all the other copyright claims that were put on the video, the privacy claims, I don't know if you didn't see the other live stream. I think I missed a super chat from somebody. I'm gonna go if I miss anybody's super chats, I'm gonna go back through them and reread the ones that I missed, and I apologize if I'm missing any because I know I'm getting off on tangents. But, the privacy claim that got the part 2 taken down, I appealed that, but I didn't think that they were gonna overturn it, and about 2 weeks after I re-uploaded the part 2 and re-edited it, YouTube overturned it and put it back up on my channel. That's why there's 2 part 2s on my channel right now. But, all of the claims that I fought, they got overturned, but so far nothing's happened to the new video. I'm gonna go down to the bottom because there's, like, a lot of chats coming in. Oh, Kate, good, I didn't miss you. Can you make Oh, that's the one I couldn't find earlier. I read that one already. And thank you again, Kate. Um, can you give a shout out to Stinky, aka Jason Vanderbilt, whose man is as what? Whose man is as man's the subreddit's mascot. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I don't know who that is, but thank you for the super chat. Jason Vanderbilt. I have no idea who that is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wilhelmina. Thank you for the super chat. Lisa, would you do another one on her bullying Dixie and her being a hypocrite? Yeah, we're gonna get to some of the people that she's called out online, either in the next episode or the final episode. There's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to include um in the next 2 episodes. So I'm gonna try to get like the most severe stuff that I just don't think that's been covered. So what will the 2 videos cover? So Daniel E. Carroll is gonna be in the next episode. I'm gonna actually talk to him. He's gonna be able to say his side. Um, I just emailed him today to set up something. So he's gonna be in the next episode. We're just gonna talk about some of the controversies that she's been in, probably like her DID scandal. I don't have it all mapped out yet. But the DID stuff, probably the transgender stuff. There's been some really messed up videos that she uploaded like back in the day. We're going to cover I'm looking into the stripper diary stuff. I have the book. I need to read the book. That's probably going to be a part of it. Maybe I have to look into it. There's just been a lot of stuff that I've seen on that. Um, I can't think of everything off the top of my head, but I have like a whole list of stuff. I don't have it right by me right now, but it's just gonna cover some of the more problematic stuff that I think just needs to be shed on it. Um, can you do an avid on Foodie Beauty? Chantal Marie. I don't know who that is, but I can look into it. I'll write it down. I'll write it down. And we will see. I have so much stuff that I wanna do with my channel. I wanna start making, Foodie Beauty. I wanna start making some documentaries on just some more mainstream celebrities because I really enjoyed the first episode where I was just kinda telling a story about somebody's life. So, there's just a lot of stuff I have planned for the future of the channel. But, yeah, I'll look into that, and thank you so much for your super chat. Yes, Keisha, there'll be another episode. Um And I know I'm missing a bunch of comments, you guys. I'm trying to hit as many as I can. What did Trisha do to get famous? She trolled a lot. She trolled a lot. I gotta scroll down to the bottom because I know I'm missing stuff. You are appreciated. Love from Trishy Land. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate that. You guys do a good job with all the receipts. I pulled some stuff off of your guys' subreddit for the video. It is linked in the episode. Hey, Danielle, and here's Danielle. Just keep doing what you're doing. We will be here for you. You are one of the ones that are actually holding her accountable. Thank you. I appreciate that. Where can I email you? My email is in the description box, so you can email me there. I'm really behind on emails right now. I know there's a lot of emails from a lot of people. I got on there earlier and there was a bunch of messages. So, but yeah, you can email me and I will respond to you. Mysterious, you are one of the only people that have taken the time to be thorough. The information, we all know it exists, but thank you for your dedication. Nobody has taken on this task and it's huge. Yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I know some people say I'm obsessed with her and this and that. And, I never really thought this is the thing, when episode 2 or part 2 came out, I really didn't think it was gonna blow up like it did, and I really didn't think all this information was gonna come out that I didn't even know about, because like, I can only cover so much. I'm only one person. I can only do so much research. I know there's a lot of stuff that I do miss, and when part 2 came out and there was just so many copyright claims and, like, it just blew up and there was, like, information coming out, I wanted to update you guys on it, and I really feel like just none of this stuff has been, like, reported on over the years because it kind of just blows my mind that somebody can use their platform as this weapon to destroy people and they're still like thriving and doing well. You know what I mean? There's just been so many people that have fallen for so much less, and like all I want her to do is take accountability. Like I just want light to be shed on it so the people that have been hurt can if people can know the truth about it. And I just really want her to take proper accountability for these things. The teacher stuff really bothered me. The stuff with the boyfriends bothers me. I mean, there's just so much that bothers me that I just don't think any accountability has been taken on any of it. Thank you, Amy. Happy holidays. You're a very talented person. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your super chat. The Sean part made me cry. Yeah, the Sean part's hot. It was sad to see everything that went down, in that relationship. When I started researching it, I did not think the amount of videos would be what they were. And when I started looking into it, I just kept finding video after video after video after video of her exposing him. And then when I started watching the vlogs, I'm expecting this terrible person, Sean, expecting him to be like a terrible boyfriend to her. And it was like the complete opposite. He was always being so supportive of her. He was always like boosting her confidence. And he was just always so positive. And I'm just like, how can this many videos be made about him? And then when I started to piece it all together, I'm just like, these videos were made because he wasn't hanging out with you? Really? It's sad. It's very sad. Um, Hello, Lisa. How are you? Yeah, Madison, I agree. She uses her platform as a revenge against her exes. Yeah, for sure. And the thing about it, like, and I don't blame her audience either, because it's just like the manipulation on it is just like next level with everything. And, she has gotten backlash for some of the videos that she's put out, but it's nothing compared to the people that she's talking about? Um, What, me? I'm obsessed? Are you saying obsessed for me? My life really doesn't revolve around Trisha. If it did, this video would have been up a long time ago. I have a family, I have a job. That's what my life revolves around. I do all of this in my spare time when I can, which is why it takes so long for these videos to come out. So my life doesn't revolve around Trisha. I'm no different than any other channel that's reporting on her. If you actually count my videos and the time span of some of these other channels, the amounts don't even compare to each other because I rarely upload. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you for sharing my video earlier. I got a notification on it. I appreciate that. What topics am I interested in covering after the Trisha series? I want to do, like I said, some documentaries on people. I've gotten a lot of great ideas of people to like do documentaries on. I still want to do like YouTube, like drama here. I still want to do that. So I don't know what I'm going to do once this is over. I know I'm going to pick somebody to do like a documentary on. I might do like a poll and see what you guys want, like a life story you guys want to see. Since my videos are more long and more documentary style, that sort of thing. And then if anything else just sparks my interest, I might look into it. There's some things that, I mean, with family channels that I was thinking about looking into, like somebody emailed me some stuff on, it's not the Ace family, it's the brother of the main guy from the Ace family. There's like a lot of stuff going on between him and his girlfriend. And I watched a couple videos on that. I thought that was interesting to maybe look into. Um, so I don't know. I have a lot of different ideas for the channel. Thank you, Cecile. The new video is so good. Thank you. I appreciate that. What are your takes on her religion collecting journey? I don't really know. Like, I think it's weird. I think it's odd. Just from what I've researched on her, I know her father is very religious, and I know she grew up when she would go see her father, he made them go to church and all that stuff. I know she has a lot of religion like, in her childhood, and I think regardless of what you've seen on YouTube, I think she does practice religion a lot in her life. But how she takes on all these different religions, it's very disrespectful to the people that are actually part of those religions. I mean, like the Jewish religion, like the TikTok that Ethan reacted to. He had valid points to say what he said about her saying she would just pay to become Jewish. And I think there was someone that reacted to one of her TikToks. It was a Holocaust survivor, and he was offended by it. And it's like, you can't just put this kind of stuff out on the internet because the history behind the religions and you mocking it like you are, it's very fucking disrespectful. Very disrespectful. And she doesn't care. And I think the TikToks that were uploaded when she was doing all the, I don't know, it's like a song about Hanukkah and she was dancing to it. I think she was doing that to get a rise out of people. I think she was doing it on purpose because the things that she was saying on those TikToks, it was meant to purposely hurt people. So I missed your super chat. I think I just read it, didn't I? Free to be me. Let me know I just read it. I know I'm like way up in the chat. Um, but if I didn't read it, let me know. Thank you, MT, for your video, and thank you, Helga and Ocean, for the Reddit research. Thank you. I appreciate that, Wilhelmina. And yes, are you talking about Trishy Land? They do a lot of good receipts for sure. Thank you so much for the super chat. Noetic, quite new to your channel. I truly love, value, and appreciate your content, opinions, perspectives, inspirational, and I'll definitely be your grasshopper. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for the super chat. Romy says Trisha claims that she will go on anyone's YouTube channel that has a problem with her. She claims to not be afraid to talk things out. If she was willing, would you do a one-on-one interview? I would definitely talk to Trisha if she would give me the time of day. I would. I would. I would. But she won't. She doesn't mention my name. She doesn't. I don't know. She blames Ethan when my videos are uploaded for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, if Trisha would ever give me the time of day, yeah, I would definitely talk to her. Veronica, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate that. Let's see here. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the chat. Susan, hey, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Nina Unrated. Yeah. Yep. The whole thing with the OnlyFans stuff. Yeah, that's another thing that's gonna be in the series. For sure. No, Trisha has not striked me yet. Hopefully she won't mess with the video. Hold on, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the chat. Hey, Flea Phoebes, how are you? Sorry, I'm trying to get to the bottom. It's like I'm never ending scrolling, and I know there's another. Leah says, be careful talking about what you're covering next. Trisha's probably in here and will unlist videos you need to research. Yeah, that's true. There's a whole archive though that has like everything I need on it. Yeah, Trishy Land's a good Reddit. Good Reddit. Blue says, do you have plans for a next Trish episode? I love your work, Blue. Thank you so much, Blue. Yeah, we're gonna be I just said what we were doing, but it's Daniel, and then there's gonna be Daniel E. Carroll, and then there's gonna be some other things with other. I don't actually know what else is going to be in that episode yet, but it's going to be just other stuff that's happened online. I mean, maybe the DID stuff. I can't think of it all off the top of my head. My head's like mush from Trisha right now. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I don't know. I saw a tweet from Ethan. I think there's something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. I don't know. It just seemed like he had no choice but to delete the stuff. But he did say, I was so excited. There's a clip of Ethan saying justice for Mr. R. And I was like, hell yes. Hell yes. He did say it. So that made me happy. Oh my gosh, there's so many comments, you guys. I'm trying to get to the bottom. Lucy, did you see Lena low-key mentioned you on her live? Yeah. Yeah, I saw that clip. Yep. She said the thing about it is like when that whole thing was going on with Lena and the live stream I did that day, I did not broadcast that video. I mentioned the video vaguely in that live stream, and people were wanting me to stream it, and I did not stream it because I didn't feel comfortable doing it at the time. But then after everything happened and just all the bullshit and her not taking any accountability, I ended up including a small clip on it when I re-edited the upload on it. But before her channel disappeared, it was right before the channel disappeared. I didn't even play that clip. I didn't stream that clip. And then her channel disappeared. And people found the clip because I did mention it. But yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that. I mean, and the things that she said, like, I think she said, like, something to the effect of, "I must have a sad life," or "Drama channels must have a sad life," or, making money off of other people's lives, and it's like, your daughter, that's all she has done in the past, 13 years she's been on YouTube. That's all she does is talk about other people. That's all she does is stir up drama. That's all she does, you know? It's just very hypocritical, very hypocritical. And all I'm doing is using her own words. These are her own words. Yeah, I put my opinion in here, but most of it is her words, you know? I'm basing my opinion off of everything that she has said while telling you guys a story, you know? But yeah, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Okay, sorry. I'm still trying to get down to the bottom of the chat, you guys. Whoops. Blue says cover family channels. I do want to look at, I do like, I think they're really interesting family channels. Just the way that they use their kids and stuff like that. And my daughter, she's been on YouTube, but like she kind of grew out of YouTube and I don't make her do it anymore at all. She don't upload on YouTube or anything like that. These family channels, they use their kids as content, and it's just like they exploit the hell out of them, and just some of the stuff that they do is just really blah. So, yeah, I probably will start to cover them here and there. The Trisha stuff has been hard. The Pusky Posse have helped me with ASMR, rap, and poems and mental health during Trisha's evil. Eloise, too. Thanks, MT. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, the stuff that we've talked about has been very heavy. Yes, very, very heavy. This last episode was very hard for me to put together. It's just really heavy stuff. What did Lena say about me? I don't know, and she may have been referring to somebody else, but I have a hard time thinking it was somebody else because everything's been vaguely kind of in my direction. She just kind of said that she hid her channel because a drama channel streamed or broadcasted a couple videos on her channel, and she wasn't about to let somebody else make money off of her content, so she privated her YouTube channel. It's something to that effect, and then she said that drama channels must have a sad life or something like that. Something to that effect. Veronica says, I'm sending you receipts going back to 2014, 2015. I know firsthand things from ex-boyfriend, ex-friends. Well-known YouTubers is her MO. She lies and cries. She said on Frenemies that she thought she had COVID, but it was a crack binge. Love you. Thank you, Veronica. You're sending me stuff in email. Sounds good. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mysterious, please give a shout out to Agent Olga. Shout out to Agent Olga. Shout out to her. On Trishyland? Trishyland? Do Leonardo DiCaprio something off about him? I used to love Leonardo DiCaprio back in the day. He does date a lot of young people. A lot of young people. Thank you for the super chat. I saw Sloan upload. I watched part of Sloan's video on him. I used to love Leo back in the day. Like he was like my ultimate crush when I was like, I don't know, middle school ish. But he does date a lot of young girls, like a lot of young girls. He gets older and they get younger. Oh, her fans harassed him? Are you serious? Jeez. It's not surprising. It's not surprising. He was just thanking some of the people in the comments. He was just replying saying thank you to people because a lot of people are giving Sean support right now. and there was probably maybe 4 comments that he replied to, and he was just saying thank you. That's all he said was thank you. So, and it was like in threads on the video. But it made me happy that he to know that he watched the video and he's telling people thank you. I think that shows that he's appreciative of the video, which made me happy because, if anything comes out of this, I'm glad that the truth is getting out there on some of these people that she has hurt, because it's not all right. We don't know the full repercussions of what has happened to her, with her actions. This stuff could have greatly affected people's lives, and it has. I mean, it's quite obvious that it has, because this is like on a massive scale, her blasting people. We're talking she has a platform of millions, and this is something that she's been doing for years with a lot of people. Hey Liberty, how are you? Yeah, there's a really good video. It's hard for me to talk about the Jewish stuff because I don't know a lot about the religion, but someone who is Jewish made a video on all of the stuff that's been really offensive. I'll actually find the video and link it below because I highly recommend it. She was so mad over Trisha constantly doing stuff with the religion that she made a whole video on it, and it's the only video that's on her channel, and she did a really good job. It's like an hour and a half long video, but she did a really good job on the video. I'll link it below after the stream ends. I have to find it. Yeah, the John Bonet video is awful. Absolutely awful. It's on the Trishy Land subreddit. They have the clip of what exactly she said. I'll link the subreddit in the description box so you guys can go there. How do I feel about Ethan not talking about Trisha Paytas? I just think there's stuff going on that we don't know about. I don't know. It sucks that he edited the stuff out, but I mean, if there's stuff going on that we don't know about, and he had to take it down, I mean, there's a reason for it, you know. But he doesn't really talk about it that much. Like, I mean, he's made a couple videos, he's clickbaited some stuff, but up until this point, he hasn't really went in on her, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I know he made the whole video responding to her, but she made like how many videos did she upload after Frenemies ended? I think it was like it had to be like 6 or 7 videos responding to Ethan. And like there was the quit and fit frenemies video, and then there was another video her talking about it, and then when Ethan uploaded the video responding, she uploaded like 3 or 4 videos responding to that. So why do you think the mask got put back on Ethan? I know Ela, but I wonder what happened or why he ends up cutting out the stuff he did. Was it the Cav FBI post? I don't know what that is. I just seen a tweet from him that said he had to take the stuff down and he was under like a lot of pressure. But outside of that, I don't know what the FBI stuff is. I'm trying to get to the bottom. I'm like way behind on the comments and I know I'm going to the bottom unless there's a super chat. Thank you, Kristen, for the super chat. Julia, thank you for what you're doing and sharing the truth. Thank you. I appreciate that. Did you speak to Sean at all? No. Mm-mm. I replied to him in my comment section, but no, I didn't talk to Sean before the video came out. Okay, I'm scrolling, you guys. I'm like way behind. The Pusky Posse and 200 psychologists love Agent Olga for their tireless efforts. I don't know what that stuff is, but you guys keep mentioning it. I must be like not up with what's going on. But yeah, I keep hearing the name Olga too. I think that has something to do with the Reddit, maybe. Thank you, Angela, for your super chat. Sorry, guys. Oh my god, they harassed that poor man. Sounds like her fishies. Disgusting. Happy holidays, MT. Love your content. And you're 1000% on everything. Happy holidays. I love you. I love you too, Veronica. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Okay, I'm at the bottom. I'm at the bottom. Thank you, Veronica. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I think I keep hearing the name Olga. I think it has something to do with the subreddit, the Trishyland subreddit. I'm not 100% sure on who Olga is. I think she might run the subreddit. I'm not 100% sure on that. And I'm not 100% sure on that either. Hopefully somebody in the comments can answer that question because I'm not sure. Karina says, Ethan owes Jason an apology for hyping Trisha up when she would badmouth him. He called him a loser on Frenemies. He believed everything she said. Thank you so much, Karina. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that was said on Frenemies that just wasn't true at all. And it's sad. And a lot of people believed it. A lot of people believed it. Even the people that were watching believed it all. And Jason's no saint, but it's just really unfortunate. And I really couldn't imagine. Here's the thing about it. I couldn't imagine my abuser being on a platform like Frenemies and the internet blaming me for stuff that she was blaming him for. You know what I mean? That would like make my PTSD like it would trigger me so bad. So I can't even imagine how Jason was feeling during that whole thing. And then if the screenshots were real of when he reached out to Trisha, the way he was put on blast for just trying to reach out and maybe come to a resolution because things got really out of control during that time. And I genuinely think if Jason really did reach out to her, if those screenshots were real, I genuinely think he was just trying to calm down the situation because it was getting to be a lot. His kids were getting harassed because stuff was getting so out of control. So the way he was put on blast and Trisha put it on her TikTok, and I mean, she said so many mean things to him too. Like I cut it from the video because everything was getting too fucking long, but there's a clip of her saying like he looks like he has this grave illness, and like she was like saying, "Oh, it's great that I can't believe I ever seen anything with that in him." I mean, she was just really taking deep jabs at him. It's just it's unfortunate. It's sad to me. It's sad. Especially because I knew all this stuff that I put in the video. So it was hard to watch. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, girl. Is there any way for you to find out if she was ever a stripper escort? Will you cover it? I saw that. So one of my subscribers DM'd me a bunch of information about somebody that was in a comment section of another video talking about the stripper diaries. And Trisha did a notebook haul where she showed a blank notebook and all these blank notebooks. And then probably a week later, she uploaded on her channel this first passage that she read out of the stripper diaries. It was the same notebook in the notebook haul that was completely empty. And then somebody posted that on a YouTube channel, and somebody in the comments was a stripper at the clubs that Trisha claims to work at, and they never even heard of her. So I am going to look into it. If it comes to be a dead end, probably won't put it in there, but I am going to look into it. I'm going to try to maybe reach out to that person, see if they'll talk to me. But I am going to research it. Yes. Thank you so much. Shout out to your hard work, MT. Trishy Land Reddit. Got your back, girl. Thank you so much. I'm probably going to pronounce your name wrong, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your super chat. And I appreciate the subreddit penning my video. I think that's one reason why the video has so many views. So I really, really appreciate you guys like shouting out the video, getting the video out there. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it a great deal. Yeah, shout out to Olga. Everybody say shout out to Olga. Shout out to Olga. My real name is Olga. You keep saying my name and I am freaking out. Can somebody tell me who's Agent Olga? LMAO. Thank you for the super chat. I think Olga is somebody that runs the subreddit, the Trishy Land subreddit. The Trishy Land subreddit is like popping. I think they have like 8,000 members or something, or followers, or whatever you call it on Reddit, because Frenemies 2 got shut down by the original person that created it. I think Ethan mentioned Frenemies 2 on H3, and then the person that ran the Frenemies 2 subreddit didn't like getting called out, I guess, on the H3 podcast. So then they shut that whole thing down. And then the moderators of the Frenemies 2 ended up creating the Trishy Land subreddit. And then they grew their members. I think they have more members than Frenemies 2 had, but I might be wrong on that. Like, I literally just discovered the Frenemies 2 like 3 days before it got shut down. And I was like, fuck. Because I was trying to find, because that subreddit had screenshots of a billboard that Trisha put up in front of Jason's kid's school. And that was one thing I was trying to find for the video, but the subreddit was gone, so I couldn't get the screenshots of that to put it in the video. But thank you so much for your super chat. But I think that's who Olga is. I might be wrong, though. Let's see here. Didn't she drive a car through his house? Yeah, she wrecked her car into his house. That's the story she tells. She banged on his windows, jumped into his pool. I think after 4 hours, Jason got scared, got into his car. Trisha chased him in her car, and then I think she wrecked her car. And that's the thing that's so confusing, because she's trying to say she doesn't remember it now, even though there's clips of her saying she remembers the night vividly, even though she was on meth, and which is in the video. But she's trying to say she doesn't remember it now, but wouldn't your car have damage? Wouldn't you remember the damage to your car? I mean, some of the stuff she says just doesn't make any sense. And it's kind of, I don't really understand how people buy it, because it's like, if you wreck your car, you're going to remember like repairing that damage, you know? Yes, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Yeah, she did some horrible stuff to Ethan. I agree. There's some stuff that she did to Ethan that's just not cool. And some of the tweets that she put out, like hitting on him, like making really, really inappropriate remarks towards him. I think she was saying stuff on the podcast that was really inappropriate. Um, there's just a lot, and then, like, the cussing out of him, multiple times on the podcast, he always would be real chill about it, and she would take these digs at him, um, to purposely hurt him. So, I agree, she's done some really shitty shit to him too, and I felt really bad when she just kinda left him high and dry with the podcast. Especially because he had all that merch on order, but I knew that merch would sell out because everybody was just so into that podcast, you know? Will you continue your videos about James Charles? I don't really know what else to say about James Charles because 'cause he's been really just not getting into any trouble. The last video I did on him covered, like, everything that because I did a 3 I think it's 3 episodes, a three-part series on him. The first episode was about the allegations against the one kid that came out that where the story blew up. I can't remember his name. It was about that and some of the other people that came forward. The second episode is the older stuff, like his pattern with, like, the straight boys jumping in DMs, the treatment of that one kid that ended up uploading a video. It was, like, right before Coachella. I can't remember that guy's name, but I read all the messages, covered all the stuff that went on during Bicester, and then the final episode, I think it was about, like, the Tati stuff. So I covered it really thoroughly, and I don't kn there's really nothing else to really cover with him because I kinda hit everything with that scandal, you know what I mean? And he's not really I mean, he's just uploading videos and everybody's acting like whatever, which kinda blows my mind because, he was literally sexting underage kids, man. It's just weird how it depends on who they are and how people can get away with certain things. Like, what he did was criminal. Like, that stuff you can go to jail for, and, like, people are just like, you know but his fans are mostly, like, kids, so I don't think they really realize the gravity of the situation, but it kinda blows my mind that he was able to take the original video down with the original apology, he took that down of him admitting to everything, and then he turned around and took it down and uploaded another video like he's trying to bury it, you know what I mean? Trying to hide it. It's just really it's weird. It's weird how the internet, like, cancels certain people hardcore, but then other people, they kinda get off with a slap on the wrist, you know what I mean? But his views have kind of tanked for the subscriber base he has. But if there's any other things that I've missed on James Charles, I would make another video on him. Um, Thank you, Jazz. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're feeling back to normal now. Back to normal. I think the worst part of having COVID is losing your taste and smell, and what bothered me the most, I had, like, really bad extreme headaches, which is one reason I could not edit to save my life because I couldn't even look at a computer screen, so it was really hard, and I was trying to work on top of it, so the headaches were absolutely awful, and losing the taste and smell, because I was able to bring my work home and work from home during it, but I felt like shit. But yes, we're feeling much better. Um, Fred Burger, would you ever do a video about Trisha's friendships? I find it interesting that most of them aren't around anymore. Thoughts? Yeah, she kind of burns every bridge that she has. She burns a bridge with everything she has. I mean, I kind of covered like the whole Hair by J Jeffree Star thing in a couple videos. Um, Because probably Shane was her longest friend, and then that whole thing happened. She's still f I don't know. I know she's friends with that Joey. I don't know what his last name is. It starts with a G. I know that they're friends still, but I don't really know any of her other friends. But it seems like any friend she gets, they don't last very long. But outside of, like, the stuff that happened with Shane, I don't really know anything else that may have publicly happened with her friends. But if you have any suggestions, I can definitely look into it. And thank you so much for the super chat. How much research did you do into Moses's background? Do you know much about the allegations against him? A really great job in portraying how Trisha's abuse really impacted Jason. It's really stunning. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jake. I did not really put the allegations of Moses into that video because I was just focusing on the pattern with Trisha. Um, I have s- I have read the DMs and stuff like that that came out, and the girl that came out and said the whole stealthing thing. Um, but I haven't, like, dug real deep into the whole thing. I just know about the allegations, and I believe the girl. I think there's actually 2 girls. Is there 2 girls, or is there only 1? I might be remembering that. But I just know about the allegations, and I know that's what Trisha freaked out over and all that stuff. And thank you so much. I appreciate your super chat. Let's see. I had sent you the Reddit link on the billboard. Yeah, you did. And I went back into the DMs because I was trying to add it last minute because I was, like, trying to get the video done. And I was like, shit, I forgot the billboard. And then I looked at the DMs, clicked on the link, and I was like, fuck, it was under the the Frenemies 2 subreddit. So I tried to do a search. You know how you can go, like, on their way back stuff and put, like, and I'm so bad with doing that kind of stuff. I put the link in, but the pictures wouldn't load. So I couldn't put it in the damn video. So I almost messaged you, but I was, like, so under the gun on trying to get it exported. I was just like, fuck it. I won't put it in the video. But I mean, Trisha did put a billboard, like, right by Jason's kids' school. Like, what was it, like a year after they broke up, Phoebes? I almost put John Hill in the video, but I didn't because the video got too long. I wanted to mention it in the video, but I didn't. I doubt it's gonna make it into the series. I almost put him in there, but I didn't because it got too long and I kind of ran out of time. There was just so much going on. I was just trying to get it done. Thank you so much for your super chat. But I know there was, like, a weird, like, Instagram thing and that sort of thing during their relationship. Which car was it? It was the pink G-Wagon. The pink G-Wagon she had. I think she took off her clothes and threw them, like, and then jumped in his pool. I don't think she drove over there naked. I don't know, maybe she did. Maybe she did. But I would think she would drive over there, and then she was probably banging on his doors and windows, and then she probably took off her clothes and jumped in the pool naked. That's what it sounded like. Where the cat's at? What, Moses's cats? I think she said they rehomed them, but I have no idea who she gave them to. Yeah, there was a billboard that was put up, like, a billboard of her, and she was, like, half naked on it, I think, and it was, like, right in sight of Jason's kid's school. It's been a while since I've seen the post, but I think it was, like, right where they could see it every day coming out of school. I mean, personally, in my opinion, I don't think that they speak out. This comment says, "Why doesn't Jason and Sean speak out?" In my opinion, I just think it's a hard thing to do. One, it's a hard thing to speak against somebody that put you through an emotional or physical abuse. It's hard to speak on it, especially if it did have a massive impact on them. 2, they probably have no idea how everybody would respond, especially because during the height of everything, everybody was, if you kinda tallied it all up, most people were on Trisha's side during both of these relationships. So, I'm sure it's probably scary, the backlash too. And it's just kinda like more victim blaming. If they come out, they're probably scared of that, you know what I mean? It's probably, I don't know. That's from my point of view and just somebody that's been through the stuff, it's just hard to speak against somebody, especially when you're going up on a platform this big, you know, and telling what happened to you and being scared of the backlash and that sort of thing. Um, I think it was just like a billboard. I think it might have been like her OnlyFans or something like that. If anybody knows, put it in the comments because I'm not 100% sure. It's been a long time because I think Phoebe sent me that probably like 2 months ago because I didn't know about it until Phoebe sent it to me. But it's been a while. And when I tried to search it again, I couldn't pull it up. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. Good. I'm glad you got my email. Sorry it's taken so long. Sorry it's taken so long. I'll get back to you. Sorry guys. I'm trying to get back to the bottom of the chat. Thank you, Victoria. I appreciate that. Yeah, the stuff that went on in those relationships, it's against the law. I agree, Phoebes. I just lost your comment to put it up, but I agree with what you just said. Olga is all of us. It's female power. Helga is where it's at, though she runs the Reddit. Oh, Helga. Okay. I gotcha. That makes sense now. That's the answer to the Olga stuff. I got it now. Makes sense. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Why didn't Moses have a shirt that fit on his wedding day? Was Moses the wedding planner? I don't know. It's weird because usually when you get married, you have fittings. I mean, whether you're the groom or the bride, you have fittings. So it's kind of weird that he didn't have a shirt that fit him. I think her brother didn't have a shirt that fit him from that clip that was on her channel. That's what they said. So it's kind of odd that they didn't have shirts that fit them. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. I'm going to jump off here in about 5-10 minutes, you guys. MT, if you needed to scream cap, the subreddit could have way back machined you if you would ask. Yeah, I almost asked how to do it, but it was literally I was gonna add it on. Let's see here. What day did I upload the video and it didn't upload? I think it was Wednesday that the video was supposed to be uploaded. I was adding it at the last minute on Tuesday, and I just didn't have enough time to wait for somebody's reply. So I just went ahead and exported the video because I didn't want to be late on posting the video, even though the fucking video didn't post on the day I told you guys because I was having uploading issues. Because I uploaded the video Tuesday night, hoping that it would post for Wednesday, so that it would post for you guys when I told you. That's why I didn't ask anybody because I thought about it at the last minute and I was gonna add it in there at the last minute, but then I couldn't find it and I couldn't get it to pull up. So I just said fuck it. But thank you. I know you guys would have helped me for sure. She was friends with Gabby. There are vlogs of her talking to her on the phone after the rice gum thing and she says how much she loves her. I was beaten this year by POS, and this episode hit home. Yeah, the whole thing with Gabby Hanna, whether you love or hate Gabby Hanna, that whole thing with Gabby Hanna was fucked up to me. Like they texted each other, they had conversations for days, and I really feel like Trisha gaslighted the hell out of her on that podcast to make her think she was delusional, that they didn't have all these conversations. And Trisha wanted to be Gabby's friend. During that time, Gabby Hanna was popping online. She was like at the height of her career on YouTube. And that's what Trisha does. She leeches onto these big YouTubers. And her and Gabby had conversations with each other. And it blew my mind how the internet kinda twisted all of that, because Trisha was popping online at the time of Gabby coming out with that stuff, you know? The whole Gabby Hanna thing, that's another thing that bothers me. I think that whole thing has been portrayed unfairly, you know? And it's hard for people to judge it because, like, whether you love or hate the person, it doesn't matter, because the truth is the truth. And if they were done wrong by somebody, two things can be true at the same time. If you think that Gabby has done all of these things and you don't like her for all of these things, that's fine. But it can also be true that Trisha Paytas completely lied to the internet and made everybody believe that Gabby Hanna was this delusional psycho that thought they were friends, when in reality, you know what I mean? So, but and I'm so sorry you went through that, and it was a very hard episode. I agree. I agree. I know it's going to be a hard episode for a lot of people to get through. The part 2 was really hard for people to get through. It's like heavy, heavy shit. Very heavy stuff. I agree. Thank you so much, Veronica, for your super chat. Joey Graceffia. Yeah, that's his name. They're friends. They did a collab when Trisha first got canceled. Joey, Gabby, Shane, none of them were at her wedding. Yeah, none of them were at her wedding. Yeah, I think she invited Colleen, and Colleen didn't come, but Colleen just had twins too. I don't know if they're still friends or not. But there was like no YouTubers at the wedding at all. It's crazy how everyone backed up Trisha and her lives, myself included. We all got humbled again real quick. Yeah, I think a lot of her fans have been manipulated, and it's just not right. She's manipulated her fans, people around her, people she claims to care about. I mean, she's just manipulated so many people. It's just not right. Is Colleen Ballinger actually a bad person? I think Colleen seems really sweet. I think Colleen's sweet. She seems really sweet to me. Whoops. I feel like Mysterious's videos were a long time coming. All the info was there. Someone just needed to spend the time to do it. I'm so glad you put a lot of effort into this. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I like to research. I like to put stuff together. Yeah, I really like to do this kind of thing. Trisha's just such a puzzle. And it was just really interesting to put all the puzzle pieces together. It's very hard at the same time, like really, really hard. But, but I know a lot of people think I'm just kind of like obsessed with her and my life revolves around her. And it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Or these videos would come out a lot faster, you guys. Let's see here. Sorry. There was another. I see this. Oh, thank you, Veronica, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the bottom of the chat again because I'm like way too far up in the chat, and like the comments that are in the chat are like behind on what I'm saying. Sarah, there's a super chat. I can't put it on the screen for some reason. I don't know how to say this exactly, but I really hope that there is a shift of some sort with all of this, where Ela feels so much love and supported, directed her way, especially in the upcoming days. Is she getting ready to have the baby? Is she close to having the baby? Thank you so much, Sarah, for your super chat. I really appreciate that. I don't really watch the H. I know she was on bed rest. I seen that she was on bed rest. I hope everything's going okay with her pregnancy. I know this probably has to be a lot of stress for her. Just everything that's going on with them. I think there's lawsuits and stuff going, on with her brother. It can't be easy to have all this tension with your brother. You know what I mean? And she's pregnant. It's a lot of stress, and I feel for her because it's hard enough being pregnant. You know what I mean? Especially if you're like trying. I think I saw her that she was on bed rest. I might be wrong about that, but if she's on bed rest and kind of dealing with all the stuff too. By the way, none of us goddesses are jealous and bitter of Trisha. We know how to mount. Pusky posse rule number 1. Thank you, Wilhelmina. I appreciate that. Yeah. Didn't she do like a live stream or something saying like people are jealous of her or something like that? Karina says, I agree with what you said in the video about her still, and thank you, Wilhelmina, if I didn't say thank you. I agree with what you said in the video about her still being obsessed with Jason. That's why she's so vile towards him. She's bitter that he left her. Yeah, she has like this anger towards Jason. And I noticed that podcast, it's the podcast that's called I'm a Manipulative Person. She doesn't even mention him by name. She refers to him in that podcast, but she doesn't even mention him by name. She has like this hatred towards him too. I think she loves him, but she hates him at the same time. She blames him for a lot. But given the circumstances and everything that she's put him through, I just don't understand how she can have how she can't feel bad for anything. But that's how those relationships work. You blame the victim for everything. Everything's their fault. Even though Jason, I always have to say this because a lot of people just view Jason differently, but it's like what she put him through is something that's so traumatic and hard to go through. And just given the past year or 2 years of her blasting him over and over and over again, that can't be easy. But I agree, Karina, I agree. Thank you for your super chat. Let's see here. I actually took my Adam video down because it was when I had that. When I first started YouTube, I used like a filter over my voice and I hate it. And I took the video down. I took all the videos down where I was using that filter. I almost put it back up when all the stuff was going on with him, but I didn't. I could unprivate it if you guys want to watch it. Yeah, that's the thing with Adam. He liked Trisha until she was not popular. Yeah. He was on the fan Trisha train when the whole frenemies things was happening. And now he's back to hating her. He was a really big fan of Trisha Paytas before he got big as a drama channel. He probably took him down at this point, but there were numerous videos of him defending her. He was a big fan of her beforehand. He was a big fan of all the people that he trashes today on his channel. But now he's just kind of back to, flip-flopper, you know? I sent you another super chat about Gabby. Wasn't that the one that I read? Was that the one I read? About what she did to Gabby? I think I read that one, but I was really up in the chat, Veronica, and you probably sent that before I read it. Let me know if I didn't read it. And I'm sure I probably missed. I hope I didn't miss any super chats. You guys are paying money. Night, Cinderella. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm trying to. Where's my accent from? I don't really have an accent. I don't think I have an accent. Maybe I do to some people. I'm just from the US. Who's sick? Oh. Hey, Trisha's fans are here. You're a weird, obsessive Trisha fan. Me? Are you talking about me, Poppy Seed? Are you talking about me, Aaron? I don't know why you guys, I mean, if you're talking towards, I just don't know why you have to be so vile with your comments. I get that you don't like that I get that you don't like that I'm talking about Trisha and kind of like putting all the stuff together, but why do you have to be so vile with your comments? Like I was literally cussed out. Like I said at the beginning, I was literally cussed out by somebody saying I was like piece of shit. Um, I'm sick. I need help because I'm standing up for because I'm standing against like people that abuse their partners. Like this is like this isn't drama tea to me. It's serious stuff that has like ruined people's lives. And this isn't like a narrative that I'm putting out there. I'm trying to put the truth out there, what has actually happened. And I feel like I'm opening a lot of people's eyes. And I feel like the stuff with Trisha Paytas over the years has not been properly documented online. Like, I mean, less than a year ago, she was so popular, like so popular. And everybody made so many excuses for like the vile shit she has done. Like, I got so much hate when I spoke against the shit that she was doing and the excuses that I would hear from people like, "Oh, you know, her and Moses worked past her hitting him." It's like, but there's a pattern. I don't know. I just don't know why. If you don't like me, that's fine. That's fine, but you don't have to be like, "You're sick, you're obsessed, you need help," that sort of thing. It's just so unnecessary. I don't know how to say this exactly, but I really do hope there's a shift of some sort with all. Oh, I already read that one. Thank you again. I kind of went back up in the chat. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. I just don't know why people have to be so mean. It's just it's not necessary, you know. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that. Hi, hello from the bottom of the chat. I'm getting to the bottom, I think. I think I'm getting to the bottom. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tracy. I think Ela is due in January. Okay, so she's getting close. She's getting really close. Really close. I bet she does have back pain. The last month is the hardest. I was overdue when I had my daughter, and I was like so miserable. But the last month is just, and it's the anticipation of like you're so close to meeting your son or daughter, and it's just like, you know, you made it this far, and it's like, damn, come on, I want to fast forward. I want to hurry up. Has Trisha ever been arrested? No, I don't think she's ever been arrested. No. Mm-mm. Um, look up "Crying on the Kitchen Floor" LLC and look what she trademarked. Yeah. She trademarked the cry. Yeah, her company's like "Crying on the Kitchen Floor" and the what is it? The hair Trishna thing. She trademarked that too. She's like gonna make merch or something out of it, something like that. Thank you, Kelsey. I appreciate that. Keep your jeans high and tight. Great videos. Thank you. Pulu Lunga 93. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, there's been some complications, but they are very open and generous sharing their journey. With Ela, is that what you're talking about? I hope everything's okay. I bet she is under a lot of stress. Thank you, Ovsky. Love your new video. Keep it up with the great work. I appreciate that. Kristen, do you know if Trisha has ever been arrested? I don't think she has. I don't know. I've never really looked up her criminal history though, but I don't think she has. I think that would have been news online if she would have been um arrested for anything. So I don't think so, but I don't know that for a fact. And thank you, Kristen, for your super chat. Really appreciate that. I just privated it because I privated all my videos that had that filter on it because I really don't like those videos because I don't like how I sound in them. And I privated all those videos that I had that voice filter on it. It's just privated. It's still up on my channel. It's just privated. It's just not some of my best work, you know? I just don't like that voice filter at all. Everybody's like, "Please unprivate it." I sound awful in them because I you can basically put a filter over your voice, and I kind of like I put it on slow, and then I speed it up a little bit so it wasn't like, "Hello." It wasn't like really, really deep, slow, you know, voice. It's a really bad voice, like, I hate it so much. Everybody's like, "Please unprivate it. Please, please, please." Alright, I might. Let me think about it for a day. If I decide to, it'll be back up tomorrow, okay, you guys? Leather Bass says, "Do you think Trisha is actually non-binary or just trying to jump on the bandwagon to get credit with a younger audience?" And thank you so much for your super chat. I mean, if you really wanna know my honest opinion, this is my honest opinion about it. And the reason I didn't focus on the they them pronouns very much in the video I just posted. I did in the first and second episode, because it's not I'm trying to respect the non-binary community, whether or not I believe Trisha is actually non-binary or not. But she does have she, her pronouns, and if she is fine with those, I think it's fine that everybody uses them. My personal opinion, I think she got a lot of backlash for the transgender video, and she tried to find something to cover that up to get the public back on her side. That's my personal opinion on it. It I don't know. It just seems like nobody in her life actually uses any of the non-binary stuff with her, but I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to trust anything with Trisha because she lies so much. She just lies so much. And after she got a lot of hate for the transgender video, she started kind of dropping these seeds that she was non-binary. And if you notice during Frenemies, she talked about it a lot, the non-binary stuff. But now I don't think she hardly ever mentions it anymore. And when she was talking about what's her name? Courtney Stodden, or they're non-binary. Courtney Stodden is non-binary. And when Trisha was talking about Courtney Stodden, she had a lot of trouble using their pronouns. So it's like if you're non-binary and you're having trouble using they them pronouns for somebody else, it's just I don't know. There's just a lot of red flags as far as the non-binary stuff goes with her, with Trisha. So, I don't know. I really don't. And thank you so much for your super chat. Oh, yeah, yeah, Gigi Gorgeous was at her wedding. She's a YouTuber. Yeah, they've been friends for a really long time. They've been friends for a really long time. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. Everyone has an accent. Yeah, I feel everybody does have an accent, but, like, I don't know. Yeah, I get what you guys are saying. I missed your super chat, Kelsey. Did I? Let me go back up. There's Kristen's, Kalinga, Kelsey. Oh, no, I read it. This was yours, right? I read that one. And thank you again. Yeah, the hair Trishna stuff, she trademarked that. Is that what you were referring to? I'm gonna go down, 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 down in the chat. I'm gonna get off here, you guys. Leela, thank you so much for your super chat. Oh, I just responded to a couple of them. I don't know. It's hard to ignore people like calling me names. I don't know. It's just hard to ignore it. I only responded to a couple of them. Please don't stop. Trisha's not a good person. Yeah. I really just wish she would take proper accountability. I really do. Especially towards Sean. Sean needs a video. Like, he really does. I don't think that's ever going to happen, though. And the way she has kind of, like I saw there was, like, a TikTok made about him when Frenemies started. That was posted today. I saw that where she was insinuating he was gay again. So, even after everything, even after he kind of got together with her, collabed with her, she's still out there dropping the shit to kind of take jabs at him, and it's just not cool at all. Leela says, "Thank you for creating a safe space to discuss these things. It's a lot of heavy, scary, and triggering material. I commend you." Thank you so much, Leela. I appreciate that. It is a lot of triggering stuff. I know it's very triggering for a lot of people, these subjects. I know. It definitely is. Trying to get back to the bottom of the chat, you guys. There's so many people in here. There's 1,200 people in here. Thank you, all the mods. You guys are doing a good job. I'm trying to get back to the bottom. I'm going to read a couple more chats before I jump off here, you guys. Veronica says, Ethan reads text she sent to him on Frenemies. She freaked out saying Moses was talking to underage girls. Then a fat 23-year-old, I'm assuming that's Daphne, is that how you say your name? Admitted to holding him hostage for 12 hours. He hopped the fence. Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming that she was referring to her as well on Frenemies. That's kind of what I got from it when all the other stuff came out about it. That's kind of what I pieced together too. Thank you, Veronica, for your super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you, Julie. Thank you for your amazing work. I appreciate that. Was I ever a Trisha fan? No. No, I knew about her from Frenemies. The first video I ever watched of Trisha's was the video Tati Dumb as Hell, When the stuff was going on, when Tati Westbrook uploaded the Breaking My Silence video, the first video I ever saw of Trisha's was that Tati Dumb as Hell video. And then I started looking into her more and kind of uncovering all of this stuff. No, I was never a fan of her or anything like that, but I knew about her, but I didn't know how problematic she was. Like, I covered excuse me, I covered the whole stuff that happened with the D'Amelios, and Trisha was kinda calling them out. I didn't even know how problematic she was or how nasty she was during that time either. And, like, all the stuff that I'm researching, like, this is, like, the first time of me seeing it, you know what I mean? Like, the Sean stuff, I had heard about it, but until I started looking into it, I didn't know, like I didn't know the full story of it. So, there's a lot of stuff that's shocked me as far as Trisha goes that I have uncovered with it. And the thing with Sean, she literally outed Sean. He told her and she confirmed he was attracted to all walks of life, but back then people weren't okay with bi or pan. People are so sad he wasn't ready. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, when she did that to him, it's not her place to say that he's this or that, you know what I mean? And some people, you know, may not realize that they are attracted to, the same sex, or, they may not realize it in that moment when they're in a relationship with somebody. They may still just be, trying to date the opposite sex. It wasn't her place to do that. You know what I mean? It just wasn't at all. Regardless if he really was cheating or not, it wasn't her place to make a video and say that. I don't think he ever cheated on her or anything else, and I believe him when he says he's attracted to both. But it's not our place to say, "Yeah, nope, nope, what he says isn't right." You know what I mean? And that's what Trisha did. And she did it after she had talks with him and he told her that. She did it online saying that he was still gay. It's just it's not cool at all. It's just not cool. It's not cool to, like, tell the world somebody's, gay or not. That's just it's not her place. It wasn't her place. It never was her place, and it's just and I can't believe he got hate for that, you know what I mean? And when those videos surfaced, I just can't believe that people actually bought those Snapchats either, because he wasn't doing anything in those Snapchats. He danced with a girl, and that was about it. And the other video doesn't even show him doing anything. Somebody walks in front of the camera, and he's walking towards another guy. It would be interesting to know Shane's input on this since she knew she had a lying problem. Yeah, I know. I'm sure Shane knows a lot of stuff about Trisha. I'm sure he does. They were like best friends for like 12 years. Thank you so much, Babyface, for your super chat. Appreciate that. Sorry, guys. I hit my mouse and my mouse is one of those touch mouses, like the smart mouses, and every time I swipe on accident, it kicks me out of the studio. I do that every time I live stream. I accidentally swipe to the left and I kick myself out. Um, so I apologize, you guys. I didn't mean to do that. I think I got everybody's super chats. I'm gonna read a couple other comments and then I'm gonna jump off here, you guys. I remember all at the time I didn't like Sean at all, but after watching your video and looking back, he was such a sweet guy. Trisha was so manipulative. Yeah, and every vlog that she posted with Sean, he never like talked down to her. He was always like lifting her up. He was always being like super positive. And I was just kind of puzzled by the whole story because I really was expecting to see somebody that was, like, really toxic towards her, just given how the whole story unfolded online, you know what I mean? And when I was watching the vlogs back, I'm like, he was so nice to her, like, so nice to her. It's just odd. It's so odd how she can manipulate people, you know what I mean? Um, Nobody puts Moses. No, I don't think Moses is gay. Emily says Moses. Are you guys talking? No, I don't think he's gay. Um, who's this Cav person you guys are talking about? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I know. I've seen people saying that too. He rarely talks about her. He did clickbait the wedding though. That one podcast, that was like huge clickbait. But outside of that, he rarely talks about her. He doesn't mention her much. So, and he talks about drama, you know, he talks about that's what his podcast is. He talks about YouTube drama basically and different stories and stuff like that. I mean, of course he's going to talk about her once in a while, you know. Were drama channels saying that he was bullying her? No, I don't watch drama channels like hardly at all, T channels or anything like that. So, I saw a couple titles that said like Ethan made Trisha cry, but I didn't watch the videos. Hi, American Princess. Uh, we're just doing like a live chat. I'm just kind of like talking to you guys. I'm just reading comments and talking to you guys, and that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. I'm getting ready to jump off here though. I wanted to read a couple more comments, and if I missed anybody's comments, I apologize. There's just like 1,200 people in here. I tried to hit as many comments as possible. Thank you, Phoebes. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to all the mods that helped out tonight. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're feeling back to normal now. So, COVID free, back to work and back to school and all that stuff. So, I feel normal now. My taste and smell was gone for a while after I tested negative and all that, but it's back, fully back now, thank God, because that was bugging the shit out of me not having my taste and smell. Yes, I did see that Sean commented on my video. Yeah, it made me happy. Thank you, September. I appreciate that. What? He refollowed Trisha? He's following her on TikTok? That's weird. That's weird. That's really weird. What did that just happen? That's odd. Jason deserves justice despite his faults that he also needs to be accountable for. Seth. Yeah, I agree. I agree. She's coming out with a horological instrument. Thank you, Kelsey. I appreciate that. He just said thank you. He just said thank you to a couple comments that were like saying how nice of a guy he was and stuff like that. He didn't like comment on the main video. He just responded to a few people and said thank you. And that was pretty much it. Yes, thank you everyone for the super chats. Very generous. I appreciate it. You guys know you don't have to spend your money on me, and I appreciate it. I don't know. That's weird. If he's following her on TikTok, I don't understand why. Keemstar reacted to Trisha's video. It was really weird. I don't know. Ever since they did that podcast together, he's been really like nice to her. I only think it's because I don't know. It's just weird. I didn't know he reacted to her video. Here, Trishna literally translate to praise greed. Trisha has no idea, but many people were cracking up that she didn't do her due diligence to check. Yeah, 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 yeah. And she trademarked it, and I think she's gonna make merch out of it or some shit too. So fucking weird, man. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. All right, you guys. I think I'm going to jump off here. Sean just replied to comments and said thank you to people that he only replied to like 4 comments, and a lot of people are supporting Sean on the video, and a lot of people are saying like Sean was really good to her and stuff like that, and he just responded to a few comments and said thank you to them. That's pretty much it. All right, I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom, make sure I'm not missing something from somebody. Hey T Sippin, how are you? How are you? Why is everybody saying Gabby? Gabby Hannah? I would imagine Jason hasn't responded to her at all because he's worried she would go after his family. She probably would. Yeah, that's probably another worry. And he probably just doesn't want to stir up all the drama and stuff like that. So it would be a storm again. Like it would just be a lot for him to come out and speak against her publicly. I don't blame him for not doing it. It's terrifying at the same time too, you know. Um, I've gone against my abuser in court, and that was hard enough, you know what I mean? I could imagine going against somebody on a platform this big and just kinda speaking out and telling your story, knowing that the other person has a fan base and everything else. It's just, like, a lot of pressure, you know what I mean? It's just a lot. Here, Trishna, not hate Trishna. It means craving. It means greed, craving, or to crave money. Oh, man, that's so funny. That's so funny. Thank you, Jay. It's so funny she named her channel that. It's just so funny. Oh, man. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna jump off here. I'm glad I got to talk to you guys. I know it's been a minute since I've streamed, so that's why I just wanted to kind of sit and chat with you guys and all that good stuff. So I'll leave the stream up. I might take it down later on, but I'll leave it up for about a week. If I decide to take it down, then I'll take it down. But I know a lot of people like to watch the live streams back. But since this live is just kind of just me answering questions, I probably won't leave it up on my channel forever, or I might just unlist it so people can go back and click the link or whatever. But I will leave it up for a little while so people can watch it. Please remember to like. Yes, thank you, Phoebes. Remember to like. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for the super chats. Thanks for just being here. And I will see you guys soon. Next stream, we'll have a topic. We'll talk about like something, you know, react to something or something like that. So, all right, you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you soon. I love you guys. Bye.